Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the game between Fort Meade and Liberty County here in Sebring, Florida for the Machine Pitch State Tournament AA Division. Up to bat now, or once again, is Xavier Swain. Ready to go here underway on Jaycees Field. Swain will watch the first pitch go by. Quick recap of yesterday's game, 13-3 in favor of Fort Meade. Fort Meade scored 5 runs here in the top of the third to go up 13-3. Swain shows bunt, fouls it off into the backstop. Yeah, yesterday, just one little lightning strike off in the distance. Started off and turned into a giant thunderstorm that rolled over the fields here in Sebring. One lightning strike delays the game 30 minutes. Every strike pushes back the clock, and before you know it, we were having lightning strikes every 2 seconds here at the field as Xavier Swain strikes out. That's out number 3, and we will go to the bottom of the third.
Dixie Youth Baseball is dedicated to building the youth within our community to become responsible citizens tomorrow. The real goal of the program is to teach fair play, honesty, and love of God and country. Those who play Dixie Youth Baseball are generally better for life as a result of the lessons they learn in how to meet and accept as members of a team and in the game of competition. Help us in the Dixie Youth program by offering your services as an adult volunteer. Lend a hand to our youth. There's no greater calling. Are you aware of the scholarship program available to participants in Dixie Youth Baseball? Hundreds of men and women have won scholarships and used them to help pay for their education after graduating from high school. 70 $2,000 scholarships were given away this year. To apply for a scholarship, you must be a senior in high school, complete the application, and mail it by March 1st to be considered for one of these awards. If you played Dixie Youth Baseball in past years and you will be a senior in high school next year, we encourage you to think about this opportunity. Many are glad they did.
Up to bat now for Liberty County, it's going to be Caden Hill, the starting pitcher for Liberty. Watches the first pitch go by. Leading off and restarting the order for Liberty in this game. Awaits the second pitch of his at-bat. Ryder Cochrane behind the plate. Zion Thomas at the pitcher, and Caden Hill sends one out over second base into center field for a base hit, and Liberty County has a runner on board here early in the bottom of the third. 13-3 lead for Fort Meade here in the bottom of the third. Run rule is in effect, 7 runs per inning, and a 10-run lead after 4 innings is the ball game by mercy rule. And now up to bat. And it's going to be Chasen Neal, the shortstop for Liberty County. Ball in the machine. Neal fouls one off the end of the bat into the backstop. Folks, if you are listening this early in the morning, 9 a.m. start time, officially 9:10 right now, send in those shout-outs. Go ahead on that number you see on the screen. Text those shout-outs to 772-224-5731 as Neal puts one in play down the third base line. No play for the catcher, Ryder Cochrane, as that ball was dribbled straight down the third baseline, about 10 feet from home plate. And it was short enough for no one to be able to make a play, and Chasen Neal now stands on first, Caden Hill on second. And up to bat now, it's going to be Grayson Horton. Horton, starting third baseman for Liberty, taking his second at-bat of the game. Watches the first pitch go by. Liberty County runners stay put on the base path. Second pitch coming to Horton, and he swings and misses at that one. Ball now back to the pitcher. Pitching machine winds up and delivers. That's going to be a ground ball up the middle. Tough play for Meade, and that gets through the hole. Caden Hill will stop at third base, and the bases are loaded. Liberty Hill will stay put on the base pass. And we got the bases juice here early in the bottom of the third. A chance for Liberty County to break that lead. Cut it down to just single digits here with a hit from Thane Duggar. That could do the trick. Number 7, the starting catcher for their game against Franklin County, came in as a sub but still batting in the cleanup spot. Swings and misses at that one. It's going to be strike number 1. Zion Thomas comes out to the plate to retrieve the ball, calls time, keeps all Liberty County runners on the base paths. Second pitch is lined out to shortstop, and it's not being able to handle by the Fort Meade shortstop. That's Bergens out there. Caden Hill comes in to score, and rounding third coming home is going to be Neal, so it's going to be a 13-5 game. Liberty County gets some runs back here in the bottom of the third, coming out fighting after the long overnight rain delay. Up to bat now, it's going to be number 38, Reed Grantham. Starting second baseman for Liberty, stands in. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Runners on first and second for Liberty. No outs here in the bottom of the third. They finally cut the lead to single digits. And plenty of time for more runs to be scored. Liberty County, no outs. And just over half an hour of game time still to play with the hour-and-a-half limit. Grantham now stands in and waits. Fouls the second pitch off into the net over down the first base line. And we're going to see another pitch for Grantham. 2 strikes on him now. Grantham deep back in the box. Grantham ready, as is the Fort Meade defense. The machine winds up and delivers, and Grantham swings and misses. That's going to be strike number 3. And he'll go back to the dugout. He'll be the first out of the inning for Liberty. Up to bat now, it's going to be Jensen Lee. Starting first baseman for Liberty. Stands in, another left-handed bat for the Liberty County lineup. Stands in, pops up the first pitch over down the third base side. And that is caught by the Fort Meade third baseman. That's Caleb Hermelbrot, making the catch and the second out of the inning. So Liberty County, bases loaded, no outs, now down to runners on first and second with 2 outs. Out to bat now, it's going to be Johnny Ray. First pitch, he watches that one go by. Second pitch of the at-bat coming out. Ball back out to Zion Thomas, playing the pitching spot for Fort Meade. Second pitch comes in, Ray, big swing and a miss there. Good cut. Just couldn't catch up to that one. He stands in, ready for the third pitch to be delivered. Wind up and the delivery. Early swing and a miss there that time from Ray. He's got 2 strikes on him here. Fourth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Runners on first and second still. No movement on the base pass so far. And the pitch, Ray swings and misses. That's going to be strike number 3. And that's going to do it here in the bottom of the third. But Liberty County gets 2 runs back here. Cuts the lead down to 8, 13-5 now for Fort Meade. Going into the top of the fourth. They're at the top of their order coming up. We're going to see Austin Bergens, Aaron Patillo, and Zion Thomas.
What makes Dixie Youth Baseball different? Well, one good rule is required participation. During the local season, every player on every team is required to play in every game, and all tournament players are required to bat at least once in every game. It's not a perfect rule, but it's much more than most youth baseball organizations do, and it allows each baseball player to be an active participant. Just being a part of each win or loss means so much to the child. They just want to belong, and Dixie Youth Baseball sees to it that they do by making this a regular rule. We think this is a step in the right direction, the child's direction. Sportsmanship is one of the goals of Dixie Youth Baseball. At times, we see good sportsmanship displayed by everyone, except for some adults. We feel that as adults, regardless of whether or not they're active in the program, they're supposed to set a good example. Everyone can do this as they sit in the stands cheering for their favorite team. Be a good example of sportsmanship. Yell for, not against a team. In this way, you can set a good example of sportsmanship. Fans are as much a part of the game as the umpires, so be a good fan by cheering for your team and not against the other.
Up to bat now for Fort Meade, Austin Bergens taking the spot in the batter's box. Right-handed batter for Fort Meade steps up, watches that pitch go by. He'll see another one. Starting shortstop for the visiting squad, going to try and get Fort Meade back out to that 10-run lead that they need for the Mercy Rule. Start things off here in the top of the fourth. 13-5 lead for the visiting team. Bergens pops that one up near behind the mound. And we got two Liberty County guys running into each other, and Bergens is going to stand on first, creeping off ever so much, almost halfway down the base path. Caden Hill calls timeout, and that's going to bring Bergens back to first base. Up to bat now, it's going to be number 7, Aaron Patillo. Another right-handed bat for the Fort Meade Miners on their jersey, rocking the new jerseys for today. Ball goes down to second. Good throw there from Case Lawley from behind the plate. Is going to send back Austin Bergens to first base. And Aaron Patillo waits a second pitch of his at-bat. The Miners rocking the yellow and black digi-camo uniforms as Patillo fouls that one off into the backstop. Third pitch of the at-bat coming up. Folks, we just want to remind you, quick reminder to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. Almost at the 10,000 likes on Facebook and 1,000 followers on Twitter. JockJive Sports on Facebook for those of you interested. Third pitch is fouled off into the glove of Case Lawley, so we're going to see 2 strikes on Aaron Patillo. Austin Bergens on first base. No outs here in the top of the fourth. Next pitch, machine winds up and delivers. And that's going to be a swinging strike 3 from Patillo. Austin Bergens will retreat back to first base after the throw down to second from Case Lawley.
Number 10, Zion Thomas.
And we have 1 out here in the top of the fourth. Up to bat now, number 10, Zion Thomas in the pitching spot for the Miners as Bergens is running for second. The throw down is there, and Austin Bergens is tagged out at second. Great throw there from behind the plate. Case Lawley is fired up there behind home plate, as he should be. A great throw to nail the tricky Bergens, and he'll go back to the dugout. Zion Thomas now, no runners on for him. Going to try and start a 2-out rally now, and that one's fouled off into the backstop. Thomas playing deep in the box, as have so many other players today. As the next pitch comes in, Thomas fouls another one off behind the plate, so staying alive here in the top of the fourth, trying to keep things going for this Fort Meade squad. Next pitch is another foul ball off the end of the bat, or off the bottom of the bat by Zion Thomas near home plate. Fouling many pitches off so far. Thomas moves to the back of the box once again. Wind up in the pitch from the machine, and another foul ball by the Miners pitcher. Thomas awaits the next pitch. He sends this one in. Fair play. Horton at third base. Fields it down the line. The throw is off target, and it's going to get to the backstop over there by first base. Thomas rounding second will take advantage of the missed throw by Horton at third base. And the Miners have a runner in scoring position. 13-5 lead still for the visiting squad. Up to bat now, it's going to be TJ Lucas, starting outfielder for Fort Meade in the cleanup spot, looking to drive in another run as he watches the first pitch go by. Ball gets away from Case Lawley, but the throw comes down. Zion Thomas stops halfway down the base path as Horton trapped the ball and showed Thomas that he had it, ready to tag him out at third base. Case Lawley, good play there behind the plate. Showing poise there behind the home spot. Zion Thomas stays at second base as the next pitch comes in for TJ Lucas, and he lines one out to center field for a base hit, and that's going to get in between everybody. That's going to go to the warning track and to the wall. Zion Thomas rounding third is going to score easily. TJ Lucas rounding second. He's going to go for three, and he's going to get there. Ball comes into Hill, and Lucas is going to round third. Coming home, the throw to Lawley is not there, and TJ Lucas has an inside the park home run as he increases the lead 15-5 for Fort Meade. Trucking around the bases, not stopping at all. Ran third. He was coming home regardless, and the ball came in over Lawley's head as Lawley had no chance at that play, and it is now a 10-run lead for Fort Meade as Caleb Hermelbrot stands in the box now, number 5 for Fort Meade. Looking to get another crack at it as he's going to see the first pitch come in. He's going to watch it go by. See another pitch here as Lawley throws down to Cason Hill, manning the pitching spot. As the next pitch comes in, Hermelbrot squares the bunt, tries to put that one down. That one bounced in foul territory and went fair. Throw down from Horton over to first. And the call is that he beat the throw, so Hermelbrot now stands on first base safely. Very awkward bunt. I don't think I've seen that in a while. That one bounced foul and then came back fair. Horton picked it up in fair territory as that one was trekking towards the pitcher's mound. As this pitch is now thrown to Lawley, and Lawley misthrows down to second base as Hermelbrot stealing all the way, and he gets there safely. Runner on second, 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. Up to bat, it's going to be Jacob Mendoza. He watched that first pitch go by, but he's going to swing at the second one. Hermelbrot trying to steal third halfway down the base path. Good throw there from Lawley. Horton. Smart heads-up play by Liberty, keeping the runner at second. Fort Meade trying to take advantage on the base pass. Lawley having none of it there behind the plate as Mendoza sends a line drive out into center field. That one's going to get past everybody out there in the Liberty County outfield. That one's going to get to the wall. Scoring easily is Hermelbrot. Coming around second, Mendoza with the speed. Ball in towards the infield, and rounding third, going home is Mendoza, and the ball is not even going to come close to home plate. And that's another 2 runs from Fort Meade. 17-5 lead now with another inside the park home run from Jacob Mendoza. He did not stop on that play either. He was rounding second. The ball was still out there in the outfield. Coming in on the throw. Up to bat now, it's going to be number 16, Ryder Cochran. It's going to see a ball switch here between the umpire and the Fort Meade coach. – 17-5 lead now for Fort Meade. 4 runs so far here in the top of the fourth as Cochran fouls the first one off into the backstop. 1 strike on him. Cochran taking his time to go back into the box, getting some instruction from his third base coach down there. So he awaits the next pitch, ball in the machine, windup and the delivery. And he puts one up into the infield near shortstop. Checking back is the shortstop, and he can't make the play. That was Neal out there. And Cochran on first safely. Second baseman calls timeout for Liberty. And Cochran will retreat back to first base safely. Up to bat now, Edwin Rodriguez for the Miners, runner on first base. As they watch the first pitch go by, Lawley throw down to second base, holds Cochran at first. Second pitch coming to Rodriguez now. Runner on first, 17-5 lead. Still 2 outs here. Liberty just needs 1. Rodriguez swings and misses at that one. And Lally mishandles the ball. And Cochran takes advantage of that, and he'll go down to second base safely. Rodriguez now awaits the next pitch. He swings and misses at that one. That's going to be strike number 2. Lally throws down to third just to keep Cochran at second base. Timeout called by Horton over there at third, and Cochran will go back to second base. Rodriguez now 2 strikes on him. Awaits the next pitch from the machine. In place, windup, and the delivery, and he's going to watch that one go by. So the 5th pitch of the at-bat. Throw down to Lally over to third base. Grabbed by Horton, timeout called. And the minor starting catcher will retreat back to second base once again. So 5th pitch of the at-bat coming up to Rodriguez. He's waiting. The pitch must make contact with this one, and he swings and misses at that one. Strike 3, and that's going to be the 3rd out of the inning. And that'll do it for Fort Meade here in the top of the 4th, going into the bottom. Trying to hold a 12-run lead. Liberty must score 3 runs to keep this game going. If not, that will be the ball game here on JC's Field 2. When we come back, we'll bring you the bottom half of the 4th.
Dixie Youth Baseball is dedicated to building the youth within our community to become responsible citizens tomorrow. The real goal of the program is to teach fair play, honesty, and love of God and country. Those who play Dixie Youth Baseball are generally better for life as a result of the lessons they learn in how to meet and accept as members of a team and in the game of competition. Help us in the Dixie Youth program by offering your services as an adult volunteer. Lend a hand to our youth. There's no greater calling.
Folks, after today's game is over, you can watch the action again and again. On JockJive.com, go to the same spot you watch the live coverage and watch the archives. Or if you want a DVD of any game of the Florida Dixie Youth Baseball AA Pitch Machine State Tournament, email info@JockJive.com and we'll get the process started for you. Also, coming up in July on JockJive.com, Florida and Alabama Dixie Youth Baseball, Dixie Youth World Series events and Dixie Baseball State Tournaments, as well as the World Series and so much more. Plus, this fall, SWAC football, soccer and volleyball, Tuskegee football, Georgia Military College football, Great American Rivalries, high school football, the ACCC Game of the Week, and more. Plenty of reasons you need to come back to JockJive.com more often. Leading off for Liberty County, going towards the bottom of the order, it's going to be George Falk, number 99. Started out in right field for the boys in maroon. Following him is going to be catcher Case Lally. Ashton Keever going to follow Lally as well in the 4th spot. It's going to be Nathan Phillips trying to get things going here and avoid the mercy rule, as Fort Meade will try and get out of this game and get things going. Following this one, only one game from yesterday's action will need to be completed following this one. Bringing you next one, we'll bring you Holmes County versus Port St. Joe, and following that, we'll bring you Shalimar and Liberty County, which will start today's action. Falk, first pitch, swing and a miss. That's going to be the first strike on number 99. Ball back out to Zion Thomas. And it comes in. Falk awaits the next pitch deep in the box. He is ready. Pitcher puts it in, popped up over to second base, checking back, but not being able to make the catch out there, and the Liberty County has a runner on first. Up to bat now, this is going to be Case Lally, the catcher for Liberty County, stands in, left-handed bat for Liberty. Standing in, winds up in, delivers. First pitch is fouled off. Over, down the first base line, out of play and behind all the other fans. 1 strike to the Liberty catcher. As he stands in and awaits the next one. Tries a squeeze play, but that ball's going to end up foul. So 2 strikes on Lawley. Bottom of the 4th, no out, 17-5 lead here for Fort Meade. Liberty County up to bat, runner on first. That's George Falk after the misplay by the Miners. Watch the pop-up fall. And Lawley swings and misses. That's going to be strike 3. Falk is running for second. He's not stopping, and the ball in the glove of Bergens. And overrunning the base is Falk. And Bergens, a heads-up play, saw that and tagged out Falk, and that's a double play. That's going to be 2 outs. Liberty County down to their last out in this game. Up to bat now. It's going to be Ashton Kiever. He puts one in play in front of the pitcher. Thomas comes out to retrieve it, throws down to first base. The throw is not in time. And Liberty County still with some life here. Runner on first base. After Kiever dribbles one right down the middle towards the pitching mound. Zion Thomas, a heads-up play to get down there and try and make the throw, but a close bang-bang play at first, and we see Ashton Kiever standing on first and Nathan Phillips in the box. Swings and misses, strike 1. They're going to hold Kiever over at first base. This ball dribbles out over. Down the third base side, we got a timeout on the field. Second baseman for the Miners tying his shoe. And Lucas Sykes, the last batter in the lineup for Liberty County, runs over to the on-deck circle. 1 strike on Phillips as that ball is dribbled out towards second base. Bergens with the ball, flips over to second in time for out number 3. And that's going to do it here in this game. Fort Meade will take the final by a score of 17-5. And that is your game. Fort Meade takes this one by mercy rule by a final score of 17-5. Both teams will join together on the base pass, meet at the mound, shake hands, and that'll be the ball game. We'll bring it right back to you for MVP and Sportsmanship Award after this commercial break. Stay tuned.
Dixie Youth Baseball fans, did you know that in this season there were $72,000 scholarships awarded to deserving high school seniors throughout the 11 states in which Dixie Youth Baseball is played? Dixie Youth Baseball has now given over $1,240,000 to former Dixie Youth players and scholarships. Any high school senior who has played Dixie Youth Baseball is eligible to apply for a scholarship. The Dixie Youth Scholarship Program, just one of the good things that are a part of this program.
MVP award and Sportsmanship Award coming up now. MVP award will go to the Fort Meade side, and the Sportsmanship Award will go to a player from Liberty County.
Sportsmanship and MVP awards for the game.
The Sportsmanship Award will go to number 7, Thane Duggar.
For Liberty County, number 7, Thane Duggar.
Or, excuse me, not Thane Duggar. That's number 6. That is Case Lawley for Liberty County. He gets the Sportsmanship Award. Handshakes from the umpires.
MVP for Fort Meade, number 9, Jacob Mendoza.
And the MVP for Fort Meade is going to be number 9, Jacob Mendoza. He'll get the medal for that one. Case Lawley with the Sportsmanship Award, and that'll do it for the action here from this game. Final score is 17-5 in favor of the Fort Meade squad. Coming up next, we'll have a matchup between Holmes County and Port St. Joe on JC Field. Stay tuned for that one. But for now, bye for now. Thank you for listening.